Hello? What is this? Who is this? Is this like a...
Katy, I told you. It's Elvis. I told you I would give you your wake-up call today.
I literally have the shakes in my jaw right now because I went to bed 4 hours ago at the studio.
By the way, I just got turned on by hearing the term shakes in the jaw.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Oh, heavens. Boy.
Maybe you have a brother that's available.
Oh, my gosh.
Katy, good morning.
Hi, guys.
Well, look, we just wanted to catch up because we're trying to...
Oh, my God. It's time, isn't it? It's time to catch up.
Well, there's a lot going on, a lot coming out that we got to talk about. We want to lure you back to New York so you can wake up here in our studio. We want to talk to you live, so please let's get that on the books ASAP.
I will. I miss you guys. Danielle, hello.
Hi, I love you.
You all sound full of life and still pumping and living and happy.
We are.
Well, yeah, we've been awake for 6 hours compared to the rest of the world.
So when are we getting the new shoe line?
Well, that is going out in the spring of 2017. So I started that process a while ago. Everybody's always been asking me, when am I going to start a line or a fashion line or kind of be involved in that business because, they see the way that I present myself is quite colorful. And I've always wanted to do it and be a real contributor. So I've taken my time, and finally I have a line that's coming out in the spring, and it's very colorful, very funny, very tongue-in-cheek. I have a heel that is based on one of my trips to Cuba, and the heel is actually a cigar. So it's very smoky.
Oh, cigar heel.
Yeah.
So may I make a request for next season's line of shoes? I love shoes. I love whimsical, fun shoes, and I would love... Right. Katy Perry should be for guys, too. Just saying.
One thing at a time. I do have to put a record out at some point, don't I?
Well, okay. There is
you
that.
You want the shoes or you want the music?
I want left and right shark shoes.
Oh, God.
Old news, but still.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, everyone is sort of on the edge of their seats waiting for the release of KP4, which isn't it like the working title of your fourth album that's going to come out sometime?
I mean, I guess you would make that because it would be my fourth record.
Right.
But not necessarily called that, yeah.
Exactly. So what are you going to do on this album that's going to give me shakes in the jaw?
I don't know if the shakes in the jaw is a good thing,
It
but
is.
At least it's a reaction, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, right now, I'm in the process. Like I said last night, I was in the studio, and I'm just deep in it in the writing process. And for me, it takes a bit of time to do it because I have to have those experiences and then write about them, or I have to digest whatever I'm seeing or perceiving and recycle it and kind of give my perspective on it. And it takes a little bit of time.
What are you really passionately thinking about doing different in this one?
Well, I'm working with a lot of unexpected writers and producers and maybe people that you wouldn't necessarily expect to pair me with. And that's bringing out a lot of different things sonically. But that's kind of always been my vibe. I mean, even when I was working with, some of the regular producers that my go-to producers that I always work with, I'd always push them to play me a beat that was reserved for 3 6 Mafia or something like that, that was out of the ordinary or left to center. And it'd be no, I know exactly how to write a lyric over that. Or because my strengths are melody and lyrics and kind of titles and just ideas and visuals because lyrics are so very important to me. I'm putting myself in unexpected situations, and that is breeding a lot of new color.
But shouldn't we all be doing that in life, though? Yeah. I mean, do we really want to walk out the front door every morning and do the same effing thing every day?
Experimenting.
You got to mix it up.
Nobody wants to hear that from me either. If I try and redo what I did last time, they're just going to be yo, that's so 2014.
You actually could make something similar, and it would be fine, but that's not what you want to do. Now, look.
Fine? When have I ever been synonymous with fine?
I know. Okay. let me throw some stuff at you, Katy. You ready for this?
Okay. Well, not really. I still have boogers in my eyes.
It's okay. Wipe out the eye booger, girlfriend. Here we go. Okay, Rise, of course, out now, and of course was featured at the Olympics. You performed at the Democratic National Convention. Also, we saw your unbelievable performance halftime at Super Bowl. Not that it's important to you, but it's kind of an interesting fact. 92 million Twitter followers, making you the most followed person in the world world on Twitter. But with all that said, what still makes my girlfriend, Katy Perry, just a normal girl? Go.
I had Panda Express for dinner last night.
That'll do it.
I was really craving orange chicken, and the funny thing is, like, I'm kind of like in the middle of the record process, so I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to get that body back. I don't know. That's not like a first thought, but maybe it's like the fifth thought in my head. And so I've been eating really well for breakfast and lunch, but I'm like, oh, that orange chicken glaze, you know? So
I know.
You know, here's the thing. I drive myself everywhere. Like, I'm pretty normal. I make a lot of records in my hometown of Santa Barbara, and there is where, like, I really connect with kind of the origin of why I fell in love with music when I was a little kid and how much I still love it. And, like, I ride my bike to the studio and I'm singing the whole way there, like a little weirdo. But I think I'm pretty normal still. Obviously, like, I am in somewhat of an inhuman experiment over here. And I think I'm surviving it. But I have a lot of tools. Like, I go to therapy. I don't get excessive on the substance. You know, I've kind of learned that dance. Like, for a while, it's difficult in this industry. Like, you're holding on for dear life and you feel like you're riding a rocket. And now I'm kind of not holding on for dear life. I've learned how to ride it. And I'm like, I'm surfing.
Well, now,
good.
you can actually enjoy yourself now a little more. You don't have to... You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need to prove anything to anyone, but you really don't have to. You can just do your own thing.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes there's a point where, like, the beginning is really great because you have this fearlessness and you're kind of like foaming at the mouth and you're like, I'm going to show them, I'm going to do it. And then you show them. And then there's a little part where you go, what is all this noise? And who decided, like, that you could chime in, and meaning like millions and millions of people. And it kind of like, it can chip away at you, but then you have to just cut that off and not listen to that. And that's where you find your stride. And I feel like I'm finding my stride now.
Well, you know, Katy, there's something going on. You've held on to this for 5 years now. This is the 5th anniversary week of last Friday night, becoming your 5th number one off your 2nd studio album, Teenage Dream, which marks a very historic coronation. The Teenage Dream album joined Michael Jackson's Bad as the only to ever generate 5 Hot 100 number ones each. And no one has done it since you. I just want to let you know.
I really didn't understand how that was happening at the time, by the way. I was just like, oh my God, I'm losing my mind.
Thank you for translating in Katy Perry speak. And now we're going for number 6. Let's do it. But there's 6 hits off the new album. The KP4, as they're going to call it. I'm giving
No, that's the wrong approach.
I know.
That's the wrong. Elvis, you know that's the wrong approach.
It's a working title. But I must tell you something else that I really love about Firework, which is still my favorite Katy Perry song of all time.
Thank you.
You came out with a song that actually, I mean, most songs do this, but this song really, really changed people's lives. The message in Firework, the performance in Firework, and then you can take it further and look at the video, which is even better. It enhances everything. The message from Firework was just a very great example of how artists can use, by example, what they do to elevate people, to make people feel great about themselves, and to remind people that they're great, they're fantastic as they are. And so I want to hear more stuff like that. I'm hoping KP4 will produce a few, like some Firework type things. I love how you did that.
You know, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. You know, I have come to terms with the fact that I'm in the business, as you said, of elevating people, and I feel like I lean more towards the light than the dark, and I try and bring joy and hope, because life can be really crappy, and at the end of the day, I think music is a thing that heals us and unites us, and, you know, no matter what language you speak, everybody kind of sings the same song, so a song can really bring the whole world together in a way, and even if it's just a feeling that it, like, puts inside of you that gives you a little hope, like, I'm in that business, and I like it, and it's, you know, it's funny, is like, I think I have a really hard time writing, like, super sexy songs. The other day I was like, I'm going to write a song about sex, and it was a little, like, I did it, and I think it's really great, because I still have sex. And, like, you know, I like to write about all my life experiences, but I think that, like, I was put on this earth to lift people up and elevate people up, and do that through my messages, quite frankly. And
well, I think sex lifts me up.
Yeah, I know.
I'm lifting right now.
Yes, rise, 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 rise. Hashtag rise.
Let's play Rise, and let's say thank you to Katy Perry. Thank you,
Katy Perry.
Oh, thank you guys so much. You've been with me for a long time, and I'm excited to go back and see you.
Now, are you going to go back to bed, or are you going to call it, I'm up for the day?
Oh, no. I'm going to, meditate myself back to bed, or, drink a warm glass of milk or something.
Wait.
I really don't know.
You're going to what yourself back to bed?
Meditate.
Oh, meditate. Oh, my God. I'm hearing things. I'm sorry. I'm hearing things.
No. I should have never mentioned the sex song. That's just
I'm sorry. You got me off track. All right, Katy,
Okay.
Come see us. We miss you. Thank you so much for waking up for us. Have a beautiful day today. And here's Rise.
You guys, thank you.
Take it easy, Katy. Bye-bye.
Bye, Elvis. Bye, guys.